Hi guys. Hi, how are you? Um, so I would like to say thank you. Thank you for everything. Um, I'm very, very grateful. I've been thinking a lot about how, they say you are not really grateful for the two legs that you have up until you lose the leg. So right now, I have to be grateful for the two legs that I have. It's very, very bad. Bish, what's up? Hi, how are you, my friend? You know, it's very difficult to finally you are here, my friend. It's very, very difficult to hold in your head, in your mind, in your heart, uh, this sense of space of always being grateful, but you don't know how good you have something until you don't have it anymore. So I'm still meditating on it. I'm still trying to incorporate it into my life such that I'm always in a space where I'm grateful for whatever that I have. You know, you'll be you'll be 60. You'll be 60 one day. And, oh, I'm getting old. Oh my goodness, can't believe this. My back hurts. Whatever, whatever. They say you'll never realize how good you have it up until you're 90. Like, oh, my 60s, I really had it good there. So I'm trying to get into a space in my head where I'm very, very thankful for my friend Bad Bish. It's a spectacular name, very good name. I wonder how you got into calling yourself that, you know, and I don't know how you guys do it, but hopefully you you live in that space of gratefulness and you can share your experiences with me. Uh, hi, Exa Army, what's up? High five, my friend. How are you? What kind of videos do you upload, Exa Army, as well as you, Bad Bish? What kind of videos do you upload on your channel? Right? So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I think Christianity teaches that. Christ teaches that, and I think I really do still struggle with it. I'm I'm really good. Thank you. You don't upload videos, Exa Army. Where in the world are you? Are you in Europe? Are you in the States? Are you in Australia? Where are you? I don't upload anything. I'm really shy. Oh my goodness. With a terrific name like Bad Bish. You're shy? I don't believe you for 1 second. Where in the world are you, Bad Bish? Are you in Australia, New Zealand, Europe? Are you in America? Where are you? If you weren't shy, if you were to work through your shyness, what kind of videos do you think you'd upload? What kind of videos would you upload if you weren't very shy? Okay, 74 uh, emails in my inbox. Oh my goodness, how am I ever gonna get to them all? Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are religious or anything, but there is that constant thread, especially in Christianity. I don't know enough about other religions about being in a space of being grateful. Hi, I don't know. I'd upload positive ones. Ah, okay. Can you tell me, like, what grade are you doing? Are you in junior high, high school? Are you in varsity? Bad bish. I just like saying it. Bad bish. All right. What grade are you in? Yesterday, I was asking a lot of questions uh, of my friends. Actually, they give me a lot of advice. I just want to know about how old you are. You don't need to be like exact. So I just need to have a picture of how old you are. Positive video. Lola J. One has to go. Ashy knees, knock knees, knock knees. Oh, ashy knees are terrible, Lola J. Oh my goodness. Both of them. Both of them. But knock knees are really bad. How are you, Lola J? That's a fantastic icebreaker. I think I'm gonna steal that one next time I meet somebody. I love my cat Milo. What's up? Howdy? How are you? How are you, my friend? 15. What's up? Oh, cool. Uh, Lola J, do you mind telling me what what grade you're in? I want to ask you guys a couple of questions. I just want to know about how old you are. My friend Bad Bish is 15. How about you? What about you? I love my cat Milo. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy, partner. I'm always interested in what you guys name your YouTube channels. Right? Like, why would you name your YouTube channel? Probably the oldest one here. I'm old, 37. Lola J, are you older than 37? Oh, that's cool. Sage, hi. I'm just gonna say Sage. I don't know how to say it all. Lola J is 47. Oh my goodness. I have a friend here who's 49. Her name's Shannon. Her name's Shannon. Okay. True trust. What's up? What's up? Sage, about how old are you? Can I ask you a bit of advice? I hopefully you, you can help me out. It's a bit of relationship advice. Sage is 14. I I keep going back to this one. Like, how do I just got back together with my ex girlfriend. We've been on and off for the past year. Almost the same ages. Miss the 80s. Someone close to my age. Yeah, you have to be grateful. One day you'll be 80, Lola, and you'll miss the time that you were 47. That's what I'm saying. You have to be really grateful for what you have. So I really, 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 really want to give a good go at my relationship. You know, I thank you, thank you. My name is Clyde, by the way. My name is Clyde. Thank you. But it's hard. It's hard to keep that energy around of always being grateful for what you have when you're not feeling it. Like I was in 84. Right. So how thank you so much, Bad Bish. Thank you, thank you. How do you keep it going. The French say you only live twice: the life you were born into and the life you create for yourself. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Do the French say that? Ah, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. What was the whole? The I, I want to visit the Eiffel Tower one day. I think I had a thing in my mind that I wanted to propose to the girl I was dating at the time, uh, near the Eiffel Tower. Google Chromosome, saying like your name, didn't expect name review. What's up, Google Chromosome? I haven't seen you here in a minute. Like I like Les Miserables. I like a lot of French things actually. It's a pity I don't drink, but I wonder if and when I get to France or Paris, if I'll drink wine. I really don't like liquor until you find out the message in the anthem. I thought it was love, totally opposite. I'll try to listen to the anthem. Let me just open it in a tab. That's French national anthem. I'll listen to it later. La Marseillaise. La Marseillaise. Marseille. I know Marseille. Marseilles. Marseilles. I don't know how to pronounce that. I just know. Yeah, my bad. I've been busy. Okay. Oh, awesome. Awesome. So I'm asking you guys for advice. How do you, Max? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How do you keep the fire under a relationship? How do you light a big bonfire, or how do you progressively move forward in a way that, forgive me for saying, you get a Michelle Barack and not a Trump Melania. I was excited when I got a notification. You went live. Ah, yes, yes, yes. So, how do you do it? How do you get out of your own way yourself, and how do you help your partner get out of her own way and just really have a really good relationship? Do you guys have any advice? Where did Lola J go? Where did my friend, I love my cat, Milo, Max, she can tell me, Bad Bish, she can tell me. All right. You can tell me all about it. How do you do that? Yeah, Lola is here. Can you please give me some advice on that matter? How to? I I always seem to be going back to the same person for the past year and a half. Touching each other every day. Oh my god. uh, can learn to live, to love each other's faults, and keep from arguing over small things. How long have you been together? A year and some change. Right? I think I broke up with her 5 times or something. I keep going back. Do not look at where you fell, but where you slipped. African proverb. Hmm. Let me digest that one for a minute. Do not look at where you fell, at where you slipped. You could probably take into what I can do. Oh man, she's lived such a sheltered life though. She comes from a good home, good family. She's a good Christian girl, very, very decent human being, and I think she's been waiting for the 123 years for me. I was 16, he was 18. Oh my God, these people still exist. Oh, 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 you're gonna just touch my heart. You know what? I love my cat Milo. I have. I'm working on a setup uh, right in the next room, eye to eye. Thank you, brother, for being. If you think I'm humble, please don't think. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm setting up. Do you love her? Oh, I love her to bits. I love her to bits. I keep going back. I've tried to sever ties so many times. I just keep going back. And I think that's the problem with like growing up in a single parent homestead. I'm very I'm very very tough on irresponsible parents because of the whole what could have been thing. I really cannot help. I mean, I'm quite young and I don't know a lot about relationships. No. You never know. There's wisdom in in the naive. There's a lot of wisdom in the naive. Some people who have experience have tainted experience. Right? I would really love to have you, Lola, Google Chromosome, eye to eye. I love my cat Milo on the podcast. I'm setting up something on in the other room. That's what I keep asking myself: is she the one? Because my mom raised my little brother and I alone, and that was a whole mess onto its own. And my dad was never around, and I don't really know what it means to have found the one and what to do with the one once you have her. So I get nervous. I get anxious. I don't even know. My mom wasn't married. I don't know what marriage is. Relationship can be tricky, but eventually it's love. You'll surely find another. Take it slow. Yeah, and I myself have lived quite a sheltered life. I was that A student growing up who just went to school back home. I never had any social experience. So I find that my idea of what the one is, of the ideal woman, of a loving girl, is has been shattered. It's hilarious. My expectations and whatever has been happening has been hilarious, right? And so frustrating. So frustrating. And she's been so patient with me, and I've been learning troubleshooting as I go. I try to be, and that's another problem. That's another problem. I'm so much in my head. I'm like, what does this mean? I have a cousin. She's getting married in a couple of months. She didn't grow up in a great situation either, and she just it's just water off a duck's back for her. Something terrible happens, she just out of mind. As for me, I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? I try to make it make sense. So even the whole love thing with my girlfriend, it's like, be thankful for what you have. Show true love. Um, You really care. Okay, now right there, how do I do that? How do I true love? If you keep us, for you to even think about that means you are constantly seeing a future with that. Yeah, I called her yesterday. Yesterday when we were on the phone, I was like, dude, you're living rent free in my mind. I need to charge you. There's no girl who's lived so much in my head for so long. You know, I think there's a point to that, right? You have a point there. But being young is tough. It's hard road. Age from 18 to 30 is a tricky road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. One of my good friends from junior high, we were talking the other day that, you know, she's in the same spot as me, and we've basically been stuck at a junction and just collecting information. I don't like making decisions on insufficient data, right? Only to find out I was out of the game the whole way. So I've been trying to gather as much information as I really can in order to make the best possible decision, to make the best choice for me. So I don't have kids. I'm not married. You know, I really, I would love to travel. I wanted to travel before COVID hit. But staying in one position also has its faults. So it can feel like some person was saying that there's nothing wrong with taking the wrong road. Go on it. If you if you find that you're on the wrong road, just go back. You know, it's like my faith. I was born into a Christian home. My grandmother used to take me to church all the time, but then I stopped going. But I tell people that I have mustard seed faith. My my faith. I've been cocooning it, and my cousin was telling me you have to challenge it, just like you challenge your mind, challenge your faith. That's how it grows. But then all these false prophets out there, I was like, I don't want to become discouraged. You know, I just need to keep this thing for myself. You know, and it hasn't really grown. So tentatively, I've been trying to get out of my own shell. Yeah, young relationship. It's time well spent. I don't want to have kids as an old man. When my neck hurts and everything. I don't want that. I thought life happens. There's just sentence in life. Yeah, yeah. One of the worst, most devastating fears that I have, like, is debilitating. Is like to one day end up in front of my maker and no, I have to go. One needs me. Okay, bad bitch, please come back. One of my worst fears is like when I go to heaven many times, but there's a new feeling around the corner, a good one. One of my worst feelings is that I'll meet my God, my maker, and he'll tell me I missed the whole thing. It's like, try to come back as quick as I can. Bye bye. I would hate to be that guy who missed it all. That's why I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't do anything of that sort. I I see these guys who you're a beautiful person, you're fully who you are and have everything you need yourself. People make decisions based on fear. Maybe they should, but you don't have to. You can make decisions based on faith. Ah, Lola, we're going to be good friends. I'm going to invite you to the podcast. You, eye to eye. I love my pet. Oh, I have to invite you to the podcast and we can talk. I hope we can make time, right? So, red blue theories. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, I think probably and then there's a hat. I think that's one of my fears, right? I see these guys go to bars, sleep around, you know, next weekend or next day, same thing, wash, rinse, repeat or something. And I'm like, big. got to be more to this. I think Red T Vlogger, what's up? What's up? What's up? I think I once heard that the Tibetan monks who go to meditate or pray up in the hills, they go for months, even a year, to just pray about things. Whereas you, on your 1 hour, 30 minutes church service, you're praying and you start talking in tongues or something. You read a book about talking in tongues, and you find yourself to be a very, very spiritual person. Somebody said it's not the same thing. What the Tibetan monk is going through and what you're going through when you go to church only once every Sunday, and what the religious experience isn't really the same. The kind of commitment that person has who can just go and just sit and seek for their creator in their mind, and what you're doing, just creating that 1 hour, 30 minutes session to go to church. I hope I'm making sense. It's not the same thing, right? It's like the guy who sleeps around with a lot of girls and the guy who has found love. There's this movie, Morgan Freeman is in it or something. I like Morgan Freeman. Uh, this very old couple, the woman gives the wife gives the husband uh, a free shot. Go to Vegas. You can sleep with any girl you like. You've been a committed husband. You've never cheated. Go. You can go do anything you want. Right. The guy is so happy. He goes to Vegas. Gets to Vegas. Gets in a room with a young girl. You know it's about to go down. Takes the blue pill, and just when it's about to happen, he says, "No, I can't. All my life, I've gone home to tell my wife how my day was. And I can't imagine myself telling my wife that I did this." It's like, whoa, that's deep. That's really, really deep. It's like the whole uh, sober journey to be 1 day sober, 100 days. It gets more difficult for you to relapse the more days you have under your belt. Right. So I don't want to be the guy who slept around a lot, and then missed true love. Ariti Vlogger, thank you so much. Right. I don't want to miss the whole game. I don't want to just drink it all away. You know, I think my pursuit for happiness, for joy, I'll keep at it, I'll keep at it, I'll keep at it. Once I think I found the limit or something, maybe then I could try a drug. Maybe then I could try alcohol. But I don't want to miss it by having my a hazy feeling and not remembering or anything of the sort. I really, 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 thank you so much. I really, really want to live this life and get everything that's coming to me, the ups, the downs, the disappointments, the joy, the thrills, everything. And that's why I love. Here's what I see. Many people probably can't handle you. You can't say he's nice, but he's not smart. You can't say he's nice and he's smart. He's not kind. You can't say he's nice, smart, and kind, but he's not good looking. You have so many great things at once. Many people will struggle with you throughout your life. Oh, especially people close to you because they likely put you in a box. You evolve, which is the greatest asset. It's hard for them to take in everything else. That you can change, girl. Just survive but thrive. You can learn from your mistakes anymore. That's the Jedi mind trick. It's a spirit trick too. Yeah, rare breed. Oh my goodness. It's gonna take me a couple of days to unpack everything here. Please, Lola, agree to come on my podcast. I'm finishing the setup on the next room. Please, 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 please. It's gonna take me a minute to unpack that for myself. Please allow me to do that. I would love to have a conversation with you. Yeah. So yeah. So that's what I've kind of found. And for a long time, I lived in that space in my mind of what could have been. Ah, eye to eye. You are definitely coming on the podcast. We are gonna make time. We really should make time and just talk. So I find it humanity like yeah, I find it like a, a challenge. I I find it, you know, I was just thinking, I was telling my friends earlier, I was just thinking that one of the last time I broke up with my girlfriend, right? I was telling her, like, I think you have everything. I can see us having a really good life together. But I wasn't sure of whether she would keep the fire burning from up under me. One of the coolest compliments I've ever heard anybody say to anybody else was when Will Smith was talking to about his wife, or directly to his wife. He was like, "Thank you for not allowing me to bring anything other than my best towards this relationship." You know how you walk in the door sometimes after a long day at work, people should understand I'm not feeling well, all this. Apparently, Jada, the wife, was like, "No, not today." The fian planning is so consuming that time. And it's going so meticulously planned. I'm not saying you are, Google chromosome. Yeah, coming on the podcast. I like people who think things through and can articulate. We have to do a podcast together and just have a good conversation between each other, between ourselves. So to give that kind of compliment to somebody, like, you did not take anything less than my best. Whether you're tired, you need to be a husband, you need to be a father, you need to be a friend. When you walk into the house, you really need to come proper. And I was shocked, and I looked at my girlfriend. I was like, I wonder if she'll keep at me like that, or if she'll keep me on the straight and narrow, or she'll let me slack. You know, I, I basically look at it. I don't know if I'm right? I basically look at it like this. I think I can have a good life, like a 7.5 out of 10 life by myself. With the wrong girl, I think I can have like a 5 or 4 out of 10 kind of life, a terrible, miserable life. With a great girl who's just there for me, I think I could have a 10 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 life, right? So I'm very, very antsy. I don't know. I second guess myself a lot. Is it really the one? Am I really making the right decisions here? Oh, when you're talking about is that very brief. The one who's gonna put me at 9.5, or are you talking about the one that I'm dating now? We are back together because I ended up thinking over weeks that I think we were broken up for almost 2 months. And I ended up thinking again to myself that, there's this thing that behind every great man is a good, strong woman. Without Michelle, there's no Barack. But somebody just whispered in my ear, without Barack, there's no Michelle. It takes the very best of me to take out the very best out of you. It's like a good teacher student relationship. A really good teacher will inspire the student to keep, uh, how does she call it? I end up going back. I broke it up, and then I have to tell her, like, okay, I made a mistake. I kept calling her over the weeks, like, did I make a terrible mistake? I think I might have just made a terrible mistake of breaking up with you. She was a good sport. She took my calls. I don't know. If I could have asking myself for myself, am I being too picky? She took. She kept taking my calls, right? And then my other friend was like, "No, she's not the one. You're going to walk all over her and things like that." So she doesn't go back to you. That's an excellent sign. Oh, okay. My friend was telling me that it's a horrible sign that she keeps taking me back because it means I I'll probably walk all over her or something. I wouldn't purposefully do it. I just need a partner to keep me straight. But how do you know eye to eye? I think we're going to have a great conversation, you and I. How do you know it won't last? Right? We're talking on WhatsApp with a very good friend of mine, actually. She doesn't seek you out, right? No, she doesn't. She doesn't seek you out.